What up?
Good afternoon, and thank you to everyone tuning into our live Thanksgiving Day game show. We'd like to offer a special welcome to our viewers watching at Shaw and Elmwood. You guys may be sitting in the same spot when you're a senior.
We have the senior members of football, marching band, and cheer with us today to talk about the Thanksgiving Day football game. We'd like to first start off by congratulating all of you guys on your seasons. We'd also like to congratulate all the fall teams on their seasons as well. So the football's record this year was 6-4. They had a pretty good season. So the cheer team, they came first in both Swickle and regionals this year. Jane earned the Academic Excellence Award, plus Ari and Aislinn received their All-Star Awards at Swickle.
The marching band got a bronze medal at NESBA and 4 stars overall at Micah. The percussion and color guard earned 4 stars at the Micah competition as well.
Football players. So your season isn't over yet. You guys have one game remaining. Let's get right into it. So the Thanksgiving game is not just another football game. It's special. Millbury versus Grafton. Our real swamp versus their fake swamp. Bragging rights for the year, a game you will be able to remember for the rest of your lives.
What makes this game different to every other game in the season?
Well, I think what makes it different is we don't see these guys ever in the regular season. And we have very little time to scout, watch film, and just the history between the two schools. It's going to be a good game to play.
To me, I've known some of these kids since I was really young, and so being able to play against them for my last game definitely is fun and interesting. So yeah.
So the Grafton game to me is like big because like the last one I'll ever play as a high school player, and it's a big game. It's like the biggest crowd we see all year, and it's like the most special one to me.
For me, it's special because it's obviously the last game we play as a team, and they're a good football team. We're a good football team, so it just makes a good game.
Well, I'm gonna just press that. It makes it different because it's the last game of the season, and as a senior, it's very important to get to really embrace all of that in a football game because you might not ever touch that field ever again.
I decided to play football last sophomore year at the Grafton game, so it means something to me because I'm finishing where I'm starting.
For the next one. All right. Mr. Richards, every year is different and every team is special in their own way. What's special about this team that you had this year?
Well, there's a lot of special things about the team this year, and certainly, every team is different. The collection of players is different. And, I mean, senior year as a football player is extremely special for a lot of reasons. Football is one of those sports where there's not, like, men's league football that you can play when you're 30, 40 years old. It's a very short window of time that you get to play football. And, some of these guys, they may have opportunities to play football, whether it's in college or elsewhere. But for other guys, this is the last time. So, there was 11 guaranteed games that they had, and, there was a lot of special moments that this team had throughout the season, and hopefully they were able to build, memories that they're going to have for a long time.
So now there's a question for Mr. Dooley. Each year is different, and every band is special in their own way. What's special about this year's band?
This is a pretty special year for me because this is the first class that I had as 7th graders. So this is the class that I've gotten to see them grow up, basically, all the way from their first year at band at the junior high until graduating. So this is a pretty cool year for me to get to experience that with these seniors. It means a lot to us.
And now moving over to cheer. What are you expecting for your final Thanksgiving Day game?
We're expecting great time together. Last game, us as like a cheer team. Some of us are leaving for winter and won't be coming back, and it's just gonna be a good time to be all together.
Hopefully we can get a good crowd for you guys at the Grafton game this week.
Football players, this is the last football game at MHS. What is a special memory you guys have from your career of playing football?
Definitely last season. Last season was very special for all of us, and if I can pick one game out, it would definitely be the Uxbridge game, which was a shootout.
I'm gonna have to say the same thing. I think last year was really special. Nothing's gonna beat that. This year was pretty fun, but not losing the game is also really fun. So, yeah.
I would say the Aspect game for me because like my first career start. I thought it was a big deal, and I'm never gonna forget it.
Definitely Uxbridge last year. Just, two of the best teams in the league going against each other. It's a good shootout and got the dub.
I think my favorite moment was probably just walking out onto the field for my first game and realizing that I finally done it. I finally been on the team,
Maybe controversial for some of the seniors up here, but locking up George at practice was pretty fun. We had a little argument going on there. Good memory for me.
Special memory for me would be my sophomore year against Oxbridge, recovering the fumble for the win.
And marching band, what is a special memory you have from this year or past years?
One fun memory I have from 2 years ago, is when our quads player, Nolan Hartshorn, was held upside down on the football field this last year. That was a pretty fun memory.
A special memory I have this year is when we went before our home show. We took like a photo with all the seniors on the stands, and Ajay held up the quads above his head, and we all got to make a funny pose while pointing at him.
This year, before one of our Saturday rehearsals, before a competition, me and the drumline, we all went to Puffin's, had a breakfast together, walked over to the school, and then we were there like half an hour early, and we went to the gym and we were messing around with the volleyball, and it was just a good memory all around.
One of my favorite memories was last year. Before one of the football games, a bunch of us went into one of the bathrooms, and we just played a bunch of jazz music. There were like 15 of us in there. It was great, and it was loud.
I'm going to go with the basic answer of getting 4 stars at Norwood last year. It's like my first real accomplishment, so that was cool.
I definitely have to agree with Tyler in saying that just sort of jamming out with the people who normally do like jazz jams and marching band is very fun.
I'm going to have to agree with Grace and say getting 4 stars at Norwood. And this year we went to NESBA, which is a new competition circuit, and we actually got a gold medal at NESBA, which is really special because just getting that recognition with a different grading system was just like something we've been looking for, and it was really rewarding.
I helped hang Nolan upside down.
Okay, well, thank you guys for the funny answers. So listen. Oh, one more. Sorry, we got Christian. Sorry about that.
I feel like a really good moment was when it was my birthday and Tyler bought a parachute game and we all went into the gym and threw it in the air and played with it. It was great. Thank you, Tyler.
Thank you, Christian. All right. So I'm gonna have one person from each team answer this. So cheer. What are you gonna miss about high school football? Like, what are you gonna miss about cheering? Sorry.
I think the thing that I'm going to miss the most is the bond that I have with my teammates, because it's not something you get anywhere else, because we spend pretty much every day with each other for more than half the year, and that's just not something you can really get anywhere else. So I think I'll miss that the most.
Thank you. Football?
What I'm going to miss is probably just hanging out with the fellas every day, playing football with your best friends, and, my best friend, Coach Ray.
And marching band. What are you guys going to miss?
I'm going to miss personally being in a band with my little brother. it was really fun being in with him, and I'm gonna miss that memory.
All right. And Mr. Richards, Mr. Dooley, do you guys have any funny stories about the teams?
Oh well, there's too many to name, but I mean, there's nonsense activities that take place on a regular basis within the team for sure. And like I say every year, there's probably many that we couldn't say on the live stream here. But I mean, there's a couple that come to mind, like Coach Eber getting hit in the face with a football. Granted, we made sure he was okay before we laughed about it. I mean, just yesterday we had an incident in the locker room where there was a huge debate argument about whose football pants, like Avante and Brady Esslinger are arguing about practice pants. Just random things that go on within a team atmosphere that when you look back at it, although small and whatever, it's, creates funny stories that I'm sure get inflated over time. So, yeah, there's a lot of funny things that happen within our team this year.
And Mr. Dooley?
So I think I'd have to agree with Mr. Richards that there's a lot of little stuff, right? And some of the stuff that we maybe in the moment get frustrated about when we're trying to get something done and we're like, come on, guys, let's go. Looking back on all of that, just the antics that kind of come up over the course of things. So I think I'll say the one example that somebody said over here. This actually happened last year. But there was a stuffed animal dragon that was being passed around different band members during a football game. And it was, shameless fun. We're enjoying the game. We're watching around. And all of a sudden I look up and I see the dragon fly through the air and land in the tuba. And so, of course, in the moment, I was furious because why are we throwing a stuffed dragon around and landing an instrument during a football game? But looking back, it's actually, it caused a whole funny course of events, and it's a really good, I think, story and memory that a lot of us have looking back on it.
Great answers. Now we're going to do a fast round of trivia. So if you have the whiteboard, you're going to be answering. You can pass it around through the teams as you go. But our first question is, it's a football question. What 4 seniors played their freshman year? George, Nathan DePapa, Nathan Kozlowski, Adam, Tyler, Dom, or Anthony? Give me a thumbs up when you've got your board set.
Am I going to?
All right. Flip the boards. We've got a B, B, and B.
It's outrageous.
I told him to write it bigger.
Okay, I saw the little ones. And that's outrageous. All right. Next one is a marching band question. How many instruments can Tyler Raffa play?
9. It can't be 12.
All right. Please put a thumbs up when you've got your answer set.
6. Yeah, I got it.
All right. Flip the boards. The answer is 12. What?
Wow.
Right? Wow. Yep. 12 instruments.
A lot of instruments.
Tyler.
It's selling.
All right, so we have a cheer trivia question here. Emily Harding and this senior are flyers on our team. A, Ari, B, Jane, C, Julia, or D, Tiana?
I forgot.
Let me know when you guys have answers.
Thumbs up when you're set.
Weekend warrior.
Weekend warrior.
I'm not doing it till later. Because they're trying to cheat. Are you guys good?
All right, flip your boards.
We've got B, B, and B. You're all correct?
All right, that's the correct answer.
Good job, Cause.
So here's a football question now. What senior had a game-winning scoop and score against Uxbridge sophomore year? Huh. Rings a bell. Yeah, next question.
Flip the board.
I mean,
Yeah, Tyler brought it up.
he brought it up earlier, so.
All right, for marching band, which senior is second overall in New England for their instrument? A, Ajay, B, Ronit, C, Mindy, or D, Tana? Put your thumbs up when you're all set. set. Flip the boards. The answer is Ronit Dhaliwal. And Ronit, what instrument is that? Yep,
Yes,
that's
sir.
right. That's right. Okay. And MHS Cheer won nationals this past spring. Which category does MHS Cheer compete in?
Weekend Warrior clutching up.
Thumbs up when you're all set. All right, flip the boards. And the answer is B, Division 4. Click. Keep clicking. There. All right. Thank you for watching our live Thanksgiving Day game show. Good luck, and we hope to see lots of fans at the game. Pull up to Grafton this Thursday, 10 a.m. to support the Woolies.
From all of us, we would like to wish you a great Thanksgiving.